can you please break down a typical morning in a typical prison?
Okay, typical morning. Your door's unlocked after you've had your breakfast. Yeah, about 8 o'clock-ish. Door's unlocked for you to go on free flow. Free flow is when you can freely move. So if you got work or you got gym or you got education, then you make your way out there. And then you're in education or gym for however long. More time is most of the morning. Sometimes half the morning. Then you're back on the wing. But more time is till lunchtime. And then you're back, yeah.
And if you don't have work, you basically haven't got a choice. You've got to get up.
You watch Good Morning.
Good Morning Britain.
Yeah. Yeah, and
job done.
And Loose Women. Hi, it's Zak and Jules back with another episode of Life After Prison. But today we're doing things a little bit different. We love interviewing people and hearing their incredible stories, but we also want to get into talking about other people, hearing other stories, and sharing with you other things that's happening in prisons and in the criminal justice system. So today, Jules, how do you feel about just hearing my voice for the next 30 minutes or so?
Well, Zach, I'm kind of used to it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, I am excited, and we've got a lot going on. So, yeah, excited to talk a bit more about what we're up to.
So, what are we gonna be talking about today, then, Jules?
Okay, so we are gonna first of all, we're gonna cover first time inside.
Yes, first times. This was kind of inspired by our network. So our network, we have a group of people that we regularly speak to who have got that lived experience of the criminal justice system. And we meet with them regularly. And in one of our previous meetings, it was kind of inspired by a guest of ours that we've had on here, Lady Unchained. If you haven't seen her sit down,
then
go and
check it out.
100%, you know what I'm saying? And she was talking about the first time that she ever met a vegan was when she was inside.
What's good, people? It's your girl, Lady Unchained, and I'm the presenter for National Prison Radio's Free Flow, founder of Unchained Poetry, an artistic platform for artists with a lived experience of the criminal justice system, and author of Behind Bars. So, we are talking about something we experienced for the first time in prison. All right, cool. Please don't judge me. This was 2009. Hold tight, all my vegans. But back in 2009, when I was sentenced to prison, I had no idea who or what a vegan was. So I met my vegan friend, Large Up Big G, all right, who then went on to tell me that she was in prison for animal rights protesting. And I was like, yo, they send people to jail for that. That's crazy. But she told me she was a vegan, obviously started explaining what she don't eat, all the things that she does, like for animal rights. And I was just confused. I can't even lie to you, my people. But that's the first time I met somebody that was a vegan and it was in prison. Crazy.
Imagine that, meeting a vegan. She didn't know what a vegan was, what it was all about, and that was the first time in prison.
There is a lot of first time things in prison. But yeah, that's really interesting.
Talking about interesting,
got so
Jules,
many questions.
It's really interesting how you first tried peanut butter in prison.
Okay. We're gonna rewind this.
Let's unpack this.
Yeah, let's unpack this. It wasn't my first time trying peanut butter inside.
All right.
I found my love for peanut butter inside.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
No, I've tried peanut butter before when I was younger, and I remember just not liking it, and I never wanted to ever eat it again. Okay. And then, it's a funny story. It's not a funny story, but this is what happened.
Go on.
When I was inside I think it was in Newhall in Yorkshire, and they give you the list of pick your sandwich. Okay, cool.
Yeah. The lunch. Yeah.
These are the ones where they pass you the bag
through the door.
Yeah. So it must have been like a Sunday night.
Yeah. Cold dinner.
Yeah, cold dinner.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what these sandwiches were. I think it was because it was like stotties and this and that, and I think
there's always a tuna roll.
There was like a corned beef, and I was like 100% not doing that.
Rolls.
Because I remember they gave me, I picked corned beef once.
They do a salad.
No. They gave me corned beef. I think it was like my first time in that prison, and they just give you whatever it is.
It was on default.
And I opened this default.
Do you remember that?
How peak is it when you're on default?
Default
is basically when you don't get to pick your dinner. So
it's
you just
get... for ya.
And they gave me this.
Yeah. And then they tell you tough.
They literally gave me this sandwich with this, it looked like a squashed piece of sausage in a square thing. It was obviously corned beef. I never really had it. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I'm never having this again. Like I couldn't eat it. Yeah. It looked like, I didn't know what it was. So I picked one day peanut butter and it was called peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and jam, whatever it said on the thing. And I was like, right, let me just give this a go. And it, obviously I'm a bit bougie with my peanut butter now.
No, you was hungry that day.
No, but listen, my peanut butter is bougie now. Yeah. So you can't just give me any peanut butter.
Bougie.
Anyway,
go on.
So I had this sandwich and it was the best thing I'd ever eaten. I think I had it as much as I could. Then it was like on canteen. I was getting peanut butter and now...
Smooth or crunchy?
Now crunchy, then smooth.
Okay.
I don't think we got a choice in there, to be fair.
No, like obviously off the canteen, innit? When you're off the canteen.
Yeah. I don't know, I've forgotten, but I think it was all, it grew into crunchy.
Yeah, it had to be crunchy. Yeah. I used to put peanut butter in my oats.
Yeah, love that now. Anyway, I found my love for peanut butter inside.
Okay. And do you still eat peanut butter now? Obviously, you just said, yeah.
I'm in love. It's my love. I love it. And now it's good peanut butter.
So that's something that you picked up.
Yeah, anyway. Okay, tell me something that you found a love for inside or first time inside. That's what we're doing, first times.
Well, actually, this kind of answers both for those things, to be fair. You know, when you're going to the gym, all we knew was like, tuna. That's the protein to get. So tuna and noodles is a prison munch. If you don't know.
Now you know.
You know what I'm saying? Cheap and cheerful. You can stack noodles. You can get loads of tins of tuna.
Which isn't always great, especially for females having tuna every single day, which is what? It
gets a bit much.
Yeah. So not recommending.
I'm not saying that I found love for tuna, by the way. I'm just saying, the build-up. Yeah,
it's a really good build-up because I'm already going off. Yeah. Go on.
And then one day someone was like, bruv, why don't you try mackerel? I was like, mackerel? I ain't never had that in my life. It's like, bruv, try mackerel.
You never had mackerel?
I never had mackerel ever before prison. The only fish I knew about was sardines.
I hear you talking about mackerel
now.
Yeah, that's about mackerel.
No, that's because of prison. So watch this. So mackerel's banging though.
Prison mackerel.
No, but in the tin, it is what it is. I know.
In the tin's not too bad.
Well, listen, listen. So I tried it out. This guy made like a mackerel stew. Yeah, with rice, onions, peppers, seasonings, some flavors in there. Banging. Changed my life. Changed my life in prison.
Wow. So now how often do you eat mackerel?
Nowadays, not too much because I think I got PTSD with the mackerel. But serious, I don't eat it much.
So you don't like it anymore?
Not now.
Right. So you found
for
a
years
love,
on end.
And then you left it in prison.
Yeah, I think I ate it too much. But that was the first time I had mackerel. Yeah.
To be fair, I don't like mackerel.
Okay.
So for me, it can stay in prison.
All right, we're leaving that one in there, yeah?
Yeah, I think we should leave that one in there. But I'm glad it got you through a little bit.
It's not bad. So, Jules, talking about being inside and prison and whatnot, I actually went back into HMP Brixton, where we have colleagues, you know, working on National Prison Radio inside. And I went in there to catch up with the guys, hear what's going on, hear the word from the wing. You know what I mean? And I caught up with 3 or 4 of the guys and we had a nice conversation about what's happening inside.
I'm actually gutted I missed that one, to be fair.
Well, they did ask about you, you know what I'm saying?
Did they actually?
Yeah, they actually did. They're like, where's Jules? I was like, listen, I think you was on holiday, weren't you?
Yeah, I was on holiday. But to be fair, I was actually really gutted. But anyway, you can tell me about what happened.
Yeah, so I'll fill you in as well as all that's listening. So basically, we're just having a catch up, finding out what's the hot topics in there, what are the issues, what's going on. And the main thing or what comes to mind is that they were talking about being locked down, basically. And lockdown basically is when you don't really have much time out of your cell.
Mm-hmm. Explain why there could be a lockdown.
Yeah, so for example, a lockdown could be they haven't got enough staff to have everyone open, so there's not enough staff numbers. That's one reason. Mm-hmm. Another one could be there could have been a serious incident that occurred, so they just got to put everyone away. What else could you be locked down for?
Can't find the scissors.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Things like that.
Things going missing.
Tools going
missing is a big one. And or the mad searches where everyone's getting spun. Everyone's cell's getting searched. The wings are getting searched.
There's so many different reasons,
there's many
to be
different
fair.
reasons, yeah.
But essentially it means
or medical emergency.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But essentially it means that the usual routine that you do
is disturbed.
And everybody is just behind the door. And I can understand why they're talking about this, because it happens all the time. It happens so much, and it's so frustrating.
Super.
So frustrating.
Because especially if, for example, you've got communal showers. You're not in a prison where there's a shower in your cell.
Yeah.
If you've got a shower in your cell, not too bad.
Which isn't really often.
Yeah, it's not common.
It's not often you get your shower in your cell.
But yeah, so when you're on lockdown, it kind of restricts you from coming out, having a shower. No association time.
So yeah, picking your shower time, because you can't.
Shower time's association time, innit? So,
yeah.
Like, and using the phone.
So explaining that a little bit more.
All right, cool.
If it's association, you can choose what you do with your time. You can mingle with people, you can shower, you can use the phone, whatever. So if that's completely cut off, all of those things are cut off. So
done. Even you don't even go to collect your meals; they get brought to your door.
Yeah. So that's just frustrating, because obviously, speaking to your friends on the wing is healthy, and you look forward to it, and it kind of gets you out of your funk if you're in a funk, or you can exchange things that you were supposed to exchange.
For example, you needed a film to watch that night, or book to read, or CD to listen to.
Yes, and you were looking forward to that. It's like, done. You can't really get the officer to pass them from door to door.
I'm not passing that.
But I think also, being able to choose, your shower, like being able to go and clean yourself, that's massive. Like,
it's the worst thing.
That's so massive.